Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, family. Welcome to Longwood Firearms Training. I am your host, Juan J. Johnson, coming at you live on this December the 10th, 2023. Looking forward to having an amazing broadcast. I do not believe I will be before you long on tonight. I wanted to come to you because we are 2 more days away, family, before Marylanders, Marylanders will be able to go to the stores, gun stores, ranges, and be able to purchase firearms without um, an HQL, without HQL. So again, welcome to Longwood Firearms Training. Again, I am your host. Uh, on this on the East Coast is raining. I know, well, in the Maryland, DC area is raining. Florida, I saw some sunny weather out there, which is good. I don't know what the weather's like on the West Coast, but we are here. I need you to go to lwftraining.com. That's lwftraining.com, family, to sign up for your firearms classes. If you want your concealed carry, you want your HQL, which is a handgun qualification license, which allows you to purchase the gun. If you want your wear and carry or your concealed carry, those are 16-hour classes, Friday and Saturdays. We're working around your schedule. Go to lwftraining.com. Okay. If you need a firearm instructor, somebody to go with you to the range to assist you in shooting, please do so. Leave a message. Make sure that you have what you need. The training, make sure you don't shoot nobody or you get shot. Or you get shot. If you have guns in your possession and you no longer want those guns, you could have inherited them. You could have found the gun. You can contact lwftraining.com, leave a message. Someone will hit you back. We will respond to your location, transfer the guns from your possession to the companies for training purposes. Again, I am not with you turn your guns into the police. I am not with you turn your guns into these churches or any special group that believes in gun buybacks or gun amnesty programs. I am not with that at all, family, at all. And so I'm going on record to let you know I'm not with no gun amnesties, and I'm not with no gun buybacks. I think this is too late in the game for our religious leaders, churches, good intentioned people. They may have good intentions, but they misdirected. I'll say that they have good intentions, but they misdirected. Crime is up, especially in the Maryland, Virginia, and DC area. Crime is up in every category, from robberies, burglaries, assaults, rapes, murders, carjackings. Everything is up. And this is not the time to listen to your good intentioned pastors, your good intentioned religious leaders to sell your gun, to turn your gun in. This is not the time for that, family. Um, this is not the time to be disarmed. This is the time to be armed. This is the time for you to find an instructor, get you a gun, get you a rifle, get you a shotgun, whatever you need to protect yourself. Our borders are not protected. Say this again. Our borders are not protected. Say this again. The borders, people who are crossing these borders, they are consistent of, from my eyes, because my eyes are not lying, these are soldiers. I'm not seeing women and children and families. I'm seeing men. Okay? They're soldiers, family. waiting for instructions, no allegiance to this country. Now, let me go on record. I am a Black American. I know the history of this country. I got hundreds of videos on social media, YouTube, Facebook, which shares my views. I understand white male dominant culture. I probably could have coined that WMD. I understand plantation preachers. I understand colonial Christianity. I understand the two pillars of this country, what it was built on: slavery, genocide, and the foundation would have to be the guns. There would be no America without the guns. The great equalizer, to all those who know gun language, know gun etiquette, know gun verbiage. When you hear the great equalizer, they know and I know what's being said. Okay? You don't have America without the guns. You don't have America without the battleships, the tanks, the jets, the bombs, the grenades. Okay? So I'm just trying to do my share, which is reintroduce the collective to being responsible gun owners and gun users. Not that you have to shoot to stop the threat, because I'm not one for killing. Killing is premeditated. I'm for stopping the threat. We're going to stop the threat. Okay? So when I'm before you on these airways, I want to reintroduce you to being responsible gun owner, gun user. Why did I say reintroduce? Because the guns have been here longer than me. The guns have been here longer than me, family. We have on record 330 million Americans, right? This is on record. But we have at least 400 million guns. That would be one gun for every American. Okay? One gun for every American. So when I tell you the guns are not going nowhere, they're not. When I tell you that no matter who introduced legislation to try to take the guns, it's not going to happen. And if you really want to see a civil war take place on this shore, try to come after the gun community. It's not going to happen. The gun community consists of Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Africans, Caribbeans, Trinidadians. The gun community consists of everybody, all the colors, even the rainbow. And I don't see the gun community giving up their guns. And for those who are pushing this, give the gun piece, it's not going to work. And so you may create more legislation, you may do more enforcement, to more intervention, prevention. I suggest this. I've gone to at least 2 or 3 stop the violence campaigns just in the last 2 weeks at churches. I've talked to quite a few ministers and grassroots organizations, and everybody keep asking the question, what do we do about the guns? What do we do about the violence? And I say with clarity, we've tried enforcement. We've tried prevention. We've tried intervention. So next thing, let's try education. Why are our legislators, educators, so much against educating the public about weapons? Prevention's not working. Enforcement's not working. Intervention's not working. We have to try education. And I need to make sure that I'm being heard. So if you can hear me, give me a heart, a thumbs up. I want to make sure I'm coming through clear. I don't want these social media platforms to mess with my frequency. So if you hear me, let me know you hear me. Please let me know you hear me, that I'm loud and clear. That's not muffled, it's not going in and out. Okay? Anyway, so for me, it's about education. Education. Educating. Teach our children, the next generations, the millennials, Generation Y, Z, the I generation, iPhone, teach them education. Baby, with Generation X, baby boomers, the silent generation, they did a real good job of trying to keep us from being from having the guns, having the weapons that can protect us. Okay, the preachers they did a fantastic job on demonizing law-abiding people, citizens who only want to exercise their what? Their Second Amendment right. Prophets, preachers, evangelists, ministers, elders, overseers, bishops, you name it. For decades, civil rights leaders, they all went out their way to dissuade the masses of people to become responsible gun owners, gun users. They have been so successful, family, that they literally deactivated your self-preservation switch. They deactivated your self-preservation switch, the switch that you was given by God. That's why a lot of my messages are guarding guns. Because when I say guns, I'm saying something so much deeper than a regular handgun, a rifle, or a shotgun. When I say guns, I'm talking about weapons. You don't have God without weapons, and you don't have weapons without God. And so when we get that in our head, that we need to be able to protect ourselves against who? Foreign and domestic enemies. I'm always saying, protect yourself, protect your family, protect your friends, protect your community, protect your county, protect your state, and you just may be called on to protect the nation. That's why I have right there, printed right there, the Second Amendment, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. I am a Second Amendment person. Okay? This does not apply just to Republicans. If you're a citizen of this country, the Second Amendment applies to you. Okay? Why is the Second Amendment important? I'm glad you asked. Watch this. Because the Second Amendment protects the First Amendment. The First Amendment provides that Congress make no law prohibiting the free exercise of religion. It protects the freedom of speech. It protects the freedom of the press. It protects assembly and the right of the people to petition the government to address grievances. You don't have a First Amendment, family, without a Second Amendment. The two work hand in hand. Those people, those bright, young, male, female, white, black, brown, red, Asian, who are on the front lines in our military, whether it's the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Marines, the Coast Guard, the National Guard, the Reserves, who are protecting our rights against foreign and domestic enemies. And they are utilizing the Second Amendment to protect what? The First Amendment. See, we don't deal with these First Amendments. The only reason why we are having this discussion right now is this talks about freedom of speech. I'm freely speaking about guns. In another country, it wouldn't be so. This is Sunday. Sunday is known as the most segregated place in America because that's when everybody come together and they worship in their own manner, their own way, right? But it's protected under the First Amendment. Freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, where you can come together or two or three just to hang out and chill with no interruptions. No law enforcement can come just break you up. You can assemble together and you can protest. And then the right to petition the government against grievances, family. You don't have these rights in other countries. And me and others who understand the importance of protecting these rights and exercising these rights, I do it with passion, with conviction, and with power. Okay? And so should you. Your constitutional rights are not suggestions. They're rights to the people. So when I come on these airways, I'm trying to remind you and to encourage you to exercise your Second Amendment and your First Amendment. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to move this conversation a little bit further because, again, I want to deal with what book are you leaving behind? We must all ask the question. Well, hold up, before I go there. On the 12th of December, the Maryland residents should be able to go to any store, gun store, and purchase a handgun and not have to go through the rigors of a class for 4 hours, fingerprints, and a 30-day wait for your gun. The Fourth Circuit Court struck it down in November, I think November 21st, 22nd. Let's go with November 21st. And they had up till, and it went into effect 30 days later. That would make it December the 12th. If my information is not accurate, I will come back on tomorrow and update it. But I'm telling you right now that you should be able to go on the 12th. Today is the 10th. In 2 days, family, 2 days from now, if you're a Maryland resident, you've been liberated. You've been free. You do not have to take a 4-hour class. You do not have to provide fingerprints. You do not have to wait 30 days for no gun. You can go to any gun shop in the state of Maryland with your ID, a government ID, a driver's license, and you should be able to present your ID to that seller. And if you pass a couple of test questions, they're going to do a little query on you, your name and your date of birth. But if you're able to pass these tests, guess what? You won't get your gun that same day if it's a handgun. But 7 days later, you should be able to get a phone call from the dealer and say, come and get your gun. Now, if you want to get a shotgun or rifle, you should be able to get those guns the same day. Handgun is still a 7-day wait. Handguns also, you're going to buy one every 30 days. So that's still in place. But on the 12th of December, unless they change it, you should be able to go to any gun store in the state of Maryland and say, I like this gun and I want to buy it without having to go through the class, a 4-hour class, fingerprints, or in a 30-day wait. So I salute the fourth Court of Appeals out of Florida, who ruled that what Maryland was doing was unconstitutional. Since then, the Attorney General, Anthony Brown, has appealed it under Westmore. They've appealed that, but it's not going to delay what the courts have already said is going to take place on the 12th. If it does change, I will let you know. Again, if you are a gun owner, I need you to continue to tune into these broadcasts to keep you up to date with these gun laws. Don't just get the gun and put it on the shelf. Don't just get the gun and don't go to the range. Don't just get the gun and don't get no training. I'm gonna need you to get some training. Okay? I'm gonna need you to get some training to stay up on your training, to stay up on the laws, to stay up on how to transport these guns. Okay? Okay? Are we clear? All right. So let me get to my topic. Again, not gonna be for you long, but I want to ask you a question. What book are you leaving behind? You say, what are you talking about? I'm glad you asked me. If you were on your deathbed right now, and there was a book that you had left to be read by your family and friends, what would be in that book? What would be in that book that you're leaving to be read by your family and your friends? Why is that important, family? Because every day, for years or for decades, we've all got a book in us. What is that book saying about you? What is your book saying about you? What is your book saying about you? Are you leaving a book that people can read to be inspired, encouraged, enthused, an overcomer? Because if you're not leaving that type of book, you need to get off that deathbed. You need to get off that deathbed and rewrite your book. Again, what book are you leaving behind? What are you telling people? Can they read your book and be inspired? Can they read your book and be encouraged? Can they read your book and say, you know what, I can make it? Because if they can't, you need to go back and rewrite that book. There's enough pain. It's enough sorrow. It's enough hurt. It's enough defeat out here. But you don't have to leave a book like that. You can leave a book of strength, of breakthrough, of courage, of overcoming, of making it. I need you to look at your book again. And I need you to rewrite that book if it's not a book of you overcoming. Is it a book that somebody would want to read and not put down? Is your book a book that a person wants to read and they can't put down? I need you to rewrite your book if it's not that. Family, we all have a story. I got a story. You got a story. Okay? And your story is important. Say this again. Your story, your personal story is important. Let me say this again to the folks in the back. Your personal story is important. Your challenges, your failures, but you overcoming. Somebody needs to read that. Somebody needs to read that. Somebody needs to read that or hear that. Okay? So again, I'm asking you the question. For those who don't believe they're not important, for those who don't believe that they're contributing nothing, let me say this to you. I've been sharing recently that my greatest testimony, if I left anything else, If this is my last broadcast ever, I can say nothing else. If I can leave anybody with anything, I will leave these words. You can put them on my graves. You can put them on my gravestone. My greatest discovery was knowing that I am made in the image of God, and God desires the best for me. And God does not want me to walk around in fear. That's been my greatest discovery, that I don't walk in fear, and that I am made in God's image. And God wants nothing but the best for me. That's my book. That's my story. What is your story? Yes, I do guns, but that's not who I am. Yes, I did law enforcement, but that's not who I am. Yes, I'm a father, but that's not who I am. Yes, I was a husband, but that's not who I am. I am made in God's image. I came from greatness. Say this again. I'm not talking about my mother, my father, or my grandmother, grandfather, or my great great grandmother, great great father. I'm talking about when I say I came from greatness, I understand that I am a supernatural being having a human experience. I came from greatness. Whom he foreknew, he predestined. I came from God, but I came through my mama. I didn't come from my mom or my dad. I came through them. My mom and dad happened to hook up, but before they hooked up, it was 4,000 other people that lived, survived for me to be here today. Think about that, family. 4,000. Watch this. You need to think about this. Most of us can't get beyond our present mama and our present daddy and his mama and his daddy and their mama and their daddy. What about the other 4,000 people? What about the other 4,000 parents? What about the other 4,000 great, 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 great? You know, I'm not just here because of my mother and my father. I came through them, but I didn't come from them. Chew on that fact for a second. Came through my mom, didn't come from my mom. Okay? My greatest discovery is knowing that I am made in God's image, that I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I have no limits, no more than the limits that I put on myself. Our children need to know, and you need to be reminded that you're not that person in that mirror. That person in that mirror is a earth suit. Okay? That you can be, that you can do, and you can have whatever you want. Okay? But most of us, we have been conditioned, been told, you can't do this, you can't go there. I tell you, I remind you often that I am a follower of the revolutionary Jesus the Christ. I am a follower of the revolutionary Jesus the Christ. That Christianity that's out here in these streets, I don't subscribe to that. I don't. Because I've seen that it's restrictive. It puts you in bondage. I subscribe to that, whom the sun sets free, they're free. I subscribe to that, I will be in you like a well of water springing up into everlasting life. I subscribe to that, Lord, make them one as we are one. Okay. I don't look outside of myself for God. I know God is in me, working through me, as me, works around me, beside me, before me, and behind me, above me, and beneath me. I subscribe to that. Fellas, I got to leave, but I'm going to lead you a comforter. He will be with you. He will lead you and guide you into some truth. No, all truth. Okay? Okay? Again, what book are you leaving behind? What book are you leaving behind? Because we all are writing our book, or we all have written a book. And if your book is not a book where a person can't put it down, you need to go back and rewrite that book. Somebody needs to hear a story of triumph, overcoming, confidence, boldness, courage. Never give up, never die, never give in. Okay? Again, what book are you leaving behind? Man, look here. Again, if this is my last, which is not. As a matter of fact, I need y'all to share this broadcast right now. Don't be selfish. I need you to share this broadcast right now. I need you to like it. I need you to unlike it. I need you to dislike it. I need you to subscribe to the channel. Okay. Yes, this is a gun show. I'm a gun man. Okay. But I'm a God man and a gun man. And that's been the problem. We've been trying to separate the guns from God and God from the guns. We forget that the first mention of a weapon was in the Garden of Eden when man and woman were in transgression, and God had to put a cherubim and a flaming sword at the east end of the garden to keep the man and woman from coming back into eating from the tree of life. Okay? Weapons has always been a part of God. It was only a matter of time before the man would create his own sword, but he got it from God. Okay? I need y'all to share this video. I need you to share this video. Oh my God, we got the whole the whole house of this joint. I see. I'm gonna let them all in. What's up, Pastor? Who's in the house? I get my man Kevin Williams. What'd you say, Kevin? DC residents can reach out to my family at GNDLL. That's right. Look here. It's enough to go around. Kevin Williams. Look here. If you own this thread and you're a firearms instructor, you got a company, I need you to put it in the comment section. Look here. This thing's going global. I don't know where this video is going. It's on multiple social media platforms. I can't be everywhere. Okay. If you got a business, put it inside the comment. Okay, JB Bryant, my financial consultant, she's online. I saw her earlier. Salute you, JB. JB, put your information inside the comment. She advises me on my money. Okay, Afro economics. Okay, if you got the business, put it in there. Okay, put your business in the comments. I don't know where this video is going. It's going everywhere. Okay, there's enough money for everybody out there. Okay, Kevin said. What's up, man? What's up, Cap? Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Doing good. Doing good. Gave me the peace sign too. Yep. I got the bishop in the house, the one that calls the records on social media with that post. But he's in the house today. Bishop McIntyre is in the house. The I am talk about, sir. You look here. Man, look here. We all got topics, right? We all have our favorite topics. I can talk about guns all day. I can talk about law enforcement all day. I can talk about the I am too. Because it's one thing to talk about it. I'm talking about walk about it. Be about it. Okay? Okay? We got the evangelist in the house talking about something. She got 3 5. She got 3 5 signs. It's just fire. Thank you. So look. I was on the other night. Actually, I was on last night with Dr. Randy Short. If you're not doing nothing and you want a whole different perspective, talk to the Angry Man Go to the type in the Angry Man's Bookstore Book Club, the Angry Man Book Club, whether on Facebook or on YouTube, or just type in Dr. Randy Short. We did an interview last night. I have no problem bringing on people who are controversial, who offer a whole different perspective. My man Chef C from the soil, or better yet, if you type in On Their Necks, YouTube, On Their Necks podcast, On Their Necks, like you know how somebody on your neck, like let me up, nah, on your neck. Okay, Dr. Short, the Angry Man Book Club, my sister Sean, she has a radio station on Sankofa. There's some people out here who are on the fringe, on the edge, on the cutting edge. They love their people, and they speak a whole different language. They're not just going with the masses. Okay, I think that the days is over for us just to go along to get along. That day is over, family. I look, and I'm gonna bring this to an end because I don't want to change the topic too much. But let me just say this. Let me go back to my topic about what book are you leaving behind? Because I really want you to think about what you've done, where you've been, what you've gone through, and how you've overcome. And you have a story. Now, some of us don't want to write. It's okay. Because of AI, you can hit a voice memo and talk. And then the voice memo will translate your voice into written form. So you don't have to write no more. And some of us, a lot of us, we talk faster than we write. So you have no excuse for not writing your book. You have no excuse for not writing your book. Okay. But I need you to write your book. And if it's not a book of encouragement, overcoming, triumph in the face of adversity, then you need to go back and rewrite the book. As a matter of fact, if you're on your bed of affliction and you can't get up, this will be your calling card to get up and write that book. I need you to write that book. What book are you leaving behind? Okay? So look, that's it. My time is over. I'm gonna leave it right there. I wasn't gonna stay here long because I know that like y'all are watching a game tonight. It's right there behind me, as you can see. I don't know if somebody done scored or not. But I am glad that you guys tuned in. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any comments? Any questions or comments? Put it inside the comment, put inside the chat right now if you do. If not, I'm looking at my social. It's so hard. I'm so used to saying Twitter, tweet, but it's really social X. So, and they don't say tweet, they say post. So I'm looking at my post on the social X podcast, and I'm looking at that, seeing who's on. But again, I see my cuz in the house, Jordan in the house, Harris. I see you, cuz. See you. I can't see everybody. I see Arlette Foots in the house. I see you, JB. See Terrence Edwards, Kevin Williams again. I see Robin Blythe in the house. My God. And those who have not clicked on and you're watching, I see you too. I see you too. But I need you to share this video. I need you to share it. I need you to repost it. I need you to click the like. I need you to subscribe to the channel. What else? Matter of fact, let me put this up here just in case somebody wants to write me, send a donation. I am looking at expanding the operation. I was in talks today, going to 2024 about coming on a radio station and deal with this whole gun piece, because we don't have enough people talking about it. We do have people talking about it, but we don't have enough people talking about it in the manner that I'm talking about it. Because my man is just Donald Duke's in the house. Good to see you, soldier. Good to see you. We don't have, I would say, enough people talking about it. So again, I want, family, again, I'm just trying to reintroduce you to become a responsible gun owner, gun user. I've been talking about this gun piece for almost 10 years. Everything has an expiration date. Okay. I won't be talking about this all the time. Y'all see me partying, having fun. I'm trying to make gun thing normal. I don't want the gun to be some dessert. I need the gun thing to be normal in your life. I want when you're trying to reintroduce something back to a collective, it's like the scripture says, be fruitful and multiply. Right? No, the scripture says, and replenish the earth. When you're replenishing something, that means you got to fill it up again. That means it was something before that took place. And God's saying, I need you to replenish the earth. That means fill it up again, right? So when I say I'm trying to reintroduce you to this whole gun piece, the guns have been here, but we've made a conscious decision to not embrace the Second Amendment. Okay? We have been convinced if you just hold your peace and let the Lord fight your battle, victory shall be yours. But as a member, a retired member of law enforcement, who have been called on into some of the worst situations, and I've seen many people hold their peace and they got their ass whooped. And we had to come and clean up. We had to come and clean up the carnage. Okay, that don't work. That works in the church, in certain venues, but it's interesting out here in these streets now. It's different out here in these streets. These youngers out here. These youngers out here ain't playing. Family. They're averaging 2.5 carjackings just in DC. Carjackings is like 1,000. They've had 1,000 carjackings in DC. And a year ain't even up. It's only 365 days in a year. How are you averaging almost 1,000 carjackings? It's just DC. I'm not talking about the DMV. I'm talking about just DC, about 1,000 carjackings. We ain't talking about Maryland. But if you could buy in DC and Maryland, that's an easy 1,500 in a calendar year. When you throw in Virginia, you do not surrender your guns right now. You do. Family, I'm going to end it on this. We are at war. We're funding 2 wars, Ukraine and Israel. In times of war, you do not consult your pastor. Your pastor is a peacemaker. You consult peacekeepers, police officers, soldiers. Pastor's going to pray for you. And then peacekeepers going to pray on them. You got P-R-A-Y, then you got P-R-E-Y. Who you going to call? Who you going to call? You call the peacekeepers. not the peacemakers. Okay? My time is up. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I could say more, but I won't. I need y'all to go back and look at your book that you're leaving behind. If you haven't started writing your book, I need you to write your book. Take out your voice memo on your phones, or just download AI, chat GPT. And I need you to start writing that book, or rewrite the book, or don't release the one you thought about writing because it ain't helping nobody. Your book should be inspirational. Your book should be empowering. Your book should be edifying. Your book should strengthen. Your book should, when a person finishes reading your book, they close it, they should be able to run through troops and leap over walls. They should be able to say, you know what, I can do this. I was born to do this. They should feel unstoppable. I need you to go back and write that book. What book are you leaving behind? All right. With that said, if anything changes on that gun piece, I will let you know. But right now, December 12th, Maryland residents, you should be able to go to any gun store, present some ID, and purchase your gun. Okay? Again, what book are you leaving behind? And go get you a pistol, a revolver, a semi-automatic handgun, a rifle, or get you a shotgun. And I mean that. It's just that serious. Okay? Don't want to scare you. I want to empower you. Watch this. I want to end it on this. I'm trying to end this. You know, we have a responsibility as males to not just provide, not just give instructions, but to protect. And many people always talk about protect and provide, protect and provide. They don't really talk about the give instructions part. God told Abram, should I hide for him that which I want to do for him? For he's going to give instructions to his family. He's going to protect his family. He's going to provide. I can say the reason why we have the chaos out here in these streets right now. People ask the question, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Why we have this chaos, this crime, this epidemic. We are having it because instructions are missing. That people are, the males were afraid to give instructions. The reason why Abraham was blessed, go to Genesis 19:18, and you'll see that God said, I cannot hide from Abraham that which I want to do, because he will give instructions to his household. And a people who refuse instructions, you will get destruction. Say this again. A people who refuse instructions, they will see destruction. So you can, so the offspring of this madness out here in these streets is because they can't receive instructions. And when you can't take instructions, trust and believe, you will get destruction. Okay? So, again, I'm bringing it in. I want to thank you all for tuning in. You could be anywhere else, which some of y'all are. You're probably watching that game, but you're here. I thank you for tuning in, and for all those who subscribe to the channels. I appreciate. You could be anywhere else, but you're here. And I thank you. Please, again, share this video on your platforms. If it's helped you in some way, Well, share with somebody else. I know it's hard to hit that share button because it don't cost you nothing to share. It don't cost you nothing to share. Okay. But at the same time, I know this is a difficult topic to talk about, the guns and what book are you leaving behind. But if I've helped you tonight, I need you to help somebody else. I need you to help somebody else. Share this video on your platform, like it or dislike it, and subscribe to the channel that you're on. Okay. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all. I see again, Crystal's in the house. Thank you, my sister. I see Dr. Span. Happy Sunday. Yes, revolvers too. Get your revolver. Get your revolver. Some people don't like semi-automatics. Get that revolver. You know, in fact, some of my oldest clients. So my oldest clients, in their 75 and 73, they really couldn't handle the semi-automatic with the slides, so they had to use a revolver, you know. But it's still guaranteed to work. Still guaranteed to work. The revolver, okay. So again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. I want nothing but the best for you. And as I leave you, I always leave you with this prayer. I want you healthy, because some of y'all right now are struggling with your health. I need you to assume the mindset that I am healthy. Let the sick say, I am well. I am is the name of God. It's infinite. And what you put behind it, I am, is definite. So you got to be definite with your infinites. Be definite with your infinite, family. I want you healthy. I want you happy. Some of you right now are wrestling with happiness. But God wants you happy. Happy is the man whose trust is the Lord, not your Gucci's, not your car, not your truck, not your house, not your clothes. Happy is the man whose trust is the Lord. I stay happy. I may look tough, and I'm always ready to bust off, but I'm happy. Health, happiness, love. I want you to find love, or I want love to find you. And when love comes your way, I want you to seize it. Seize it. Okay? Success. I want you to be successful in everything that you do. You were born to be successful. There's only one you, and the mold was broke when you was born. Again, we come through our parents. We don't come from our parents. We come from God. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew you and ordained you before the world. We come from God through our parents. We come from God and through our parents. You was born to be great. Don't wait to be great. Just be great. I am great. Okay? Health, happiness, love, success, prosperity. I need you to accept that God wants nothing but the best for you. Prosperity. And I know those prosperity preachers messed up my man's message, Reverend Ike. They when he was trying to get us all on board, they made it individuals. Hopefully I can bring it back. Hopefully I can bring it back to let's all of us let's all of us be successful. Let's all of us be wealthy. Let's all of us be prosperous. Okay. That's why I said if you have a business right now, put it in the comments, put it in the chat, post it right now so folks can see it and they can contact you. Whether you have guns, bakery, I don't care what your business is. If you have a business, Carissa Span, put your landlord tenant in the comments. Crystal Jones, put your designs by Crystal, whatever you do in your head, put it in the comments so folks can contact you and support your business. It's enough for everybody. The days of not sharing and caring is over. The days of you got to get yours, that's over. That's over. We got to reimagine another world, a world of sharing and giving. So again, health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, resources. I pray you get every resource that you need for your next assignment or for your current assignment. That you get everything you need. Everything you need right now. That the people, the equipment, the material, the transportation. I want you to have everything you need, all the resources to do what needs to be done. And last but not least, I want you to have unlimited money. Unlimited money. Why? Because money is like blood. You ain't got no blood circulating, you're going to die. No blood, no life. Money is like blood. Okay, she put hers up there. Okay. Unlimited money. See, when I say money, I'm not talking about just the green, because I know there's more hundreds in circulation than dollars. Most of y'all chasing those small money, the little change. I need you to chase them hundreds. Correction, I need you to just let the money chase you. If you get the right mindset, the money gonna come after you. I'm talking about money gonna just come chasing you. The scripture says, give and it shall be given unto you, good measures, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give unto your bosoms. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So again, I'm doing guns different. Give you some guns, eat some world stuff, and give you some scriptures. I am reimagining a whole different type of believer. And I didn't say Christian. I'm talking about a follower of the revolutionary Jesus. I'm talking about that follower, that Nat Turner, that Frederick Douglass, that Harriet Tubman, that Ida B. Wells type of Christian believer. That Sojourner Truth. Okay? That MLK. So look, I'm bringing it now. Boom. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Again, if you want to contact me, hit me on my DM. You can go to lonewithfirearm@gmail.com. If you want to send a donation, you see the PayPal going across your screen. You can do PayPal. You can do Cash App. Lone with Firearms. It's not. Let me tell y'all something. This whole social media doing gun peace, this ain't cheap. Y'all, ammo costs money. Guns cost money. Those silhouettes cost money that you're shooting up. Those earpieces, they cost money. You know, that stuff costs. It ain't free. So when I charge y'all, when I hit you on the head with them prices, don't look at me funny. That range time ain't cheap. Y'all gonna stop acting like y'all get stuff for free. You know, no more freebies. The best things in life are not free. Okay? They're not. And I'm charging y'all quality prices. Everybody can afford this. But the training you get nowhere else. Stand behind my training. And y'all seen my shooting real time. I don't know what they're supposed to do when they shoot. I don't know what they're gonna do. I have no idea how they're gonna shoot. But you see how they shoot. Real time training, real time shooting. So again, thank you for tuning in. I prayed for you. And the only way I know how to pray these days: health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, resources, and unlimited money. That's my prayer for you. That God will give you peace in your storm, and that you will know, and that you know that it's only one you, and you was born to be great. Own it. Own it. With that said, as I say always, it is not how much you know, family. It's how much you care. Don't forget to support Angry Man Book Club with Dr. Short, Randy Short. Don't forget to support On the Next with Chef C. Don't forget to support Sister Sean, 95.1 Saturdays from 2 to 3, Sankofa Radio. Don't forget to support Tristal Jones with her hairpiece she does, and Carissa Span, newtenantlife.com. And after you view this, for those who are going to view it later on, put your business in the comments. JB Bryant, don't forget to put yours in there. Wayne Walker, if you're anywhere around, Find Me Perfect, Macroeconomics. Again, it's enough for everybody. Again, as I said, it's not how much you know, it's how much you care. It's not how much you know, it's how much you care. And there is a long within you, and it's my goal to bring them out. Have a great evening. Have a great day. I'll see you again this week with an update on that Maryland gun law, if they changed it. Because I want you all to get them guns. Get as many as you can. It's gun time. Okay. With that said,